This is One on One. See, when you come to the Stroll N Roll here at in Verona Park with the Kessler Foundation folks, you don't know who you're going to run into. Just known this guy for a long time, Scott Chesney. Scott, you were here pretty much day one when this whole thing started. Talk about it.
Absolutely. Kessler Foundation is like family to me now. They do so much to enhance the quality of life for myself and my extended brothers and sisters with disabilities. So they're a fixture in our life. So anything that we can do with them, for them, we answer the call. Being one of their ambassadors for the last 8 years too, it's just such an honor and such a pleasure. And again, wanting to just extend their work and reach the masses, which they've done. The Kessler name is stronger than ever before, and the foundation's stronger than ever before.
You know, it's funny, we're in Verona, and Scott, and I don't want to assume that because he's pretty well known, that everyone really knows Scott's story, but it is in this town, more than a few years ago, as a star athlete, Verona High. I think you were a three-letter athlete.
Three-sport athlete.
Three-sport
Yep.
athlete. That's right. And you had an injury that changed your life forever. Talk about it.
Absolutely. Well, here's the thing, is that most people, when they see someone who's paralyzed or in a wheelchair, they think they've had an accident or injury. Mine was actually an illness. It was
It wasn't a virus.
It was an arterial venous malformation, so it was a congenital malformation, and it just manifested itself when I was 15 years old. Just woke up and numb big toe, and then 48 hours later, paralyzed from my belly button down. So it can be an illness, it could be a disease. There's so many things that could leave you with a disability, but mine happened almost 32 years ago, and I've been using a wheelchair ever since.
So the one thing I've always known about Scott, and a mutual friend of ours, the great Ray Chambers, introduced me to Scott, one of the most extraordinary philanthropists you ever want to meet and people. Scott's always had, not just a, it's so ridiculous and such a cliche to say he has a great attitude. He has a sick sense of humor, a wicked sense of humor, and he motivates others every day to try to be the best they can be, no matter what their circumstance may be, because
it's people like you, Steve, who look beyond the wheelchair, look beyond the disability, and see the person. I had someone the other day ask me what I like to be called. Is it a person with a disability? Is it handicapped? Is it handy-capable? Is it physically challenged? I said, you know what, Scott would be great. So it's the more that we can connect with that person, which you seem to do with whoever you meet, and other people where we can get beyond a disability. It's not saying it's not something that we don't have to deal with, but when you connect with the person, then anything's possible. And then it's a matter of, okay, how can I help this person to live his or her life to the fullest? And that's what people like you do. That's what the foundation does, is just to create a level playing field so that we can get back to work, that we can live our lives personally and professionally to the best of our abilities.
thanks, buddy.
Thank you. Great to see you.
One on One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence. Funding for this edition of One on One with Steve Adubato has been provided by Delta Dental of New Jersey, the Healthcare Foundation of New Jersey, Kessler Foundation, the New Jersey Reentry Corporation, New Jersey State Nurses Association and the Institute for Nursing, New Jersey Sharing Network, and by Community Food Bank of New Jersey. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area. One on One with Steve Adubato has been produced in partnership with TriStar Studios.